Hey, I'm here again, beta testers, to try out some more stuff with you. This time I'm going to do something kind of silly. I want to bring in some 3D assets that we can just put in here. All right, so I have these Coca-Cola cans, or ones that are like it. Scale. Oh, look at that. They're so pretty. I got these from I don't remember. This is just part of an asset library thing I bought a while back. I think of Trash. So, they just had some varying cans. Thought it might be fun to create a little animation with these and our Voxel Buddy Pro. So let's throw a little floor plane on here. Whatever. It doesn't really matter what we're doing. The whole point of this, and we're going to we'll make a nebula in the background. Why not? Well, just throw in that solid real quick. Put the solid in here, effect, stylize. We'll just make a quick little nebula, so I don't care. We'll make it based off the cans. Cans. Now the cans are interesting because they're in a 3D space of their own. But 1920, 1080, and rotate at 90. And let's get these guys to show up. I mean, they're there. It's really hard to see. Color. Original color. Density. Step count. We'll prove that density. We want solid gas blend here. This isn't that deep. There we go. Let's overscan. So we got those cans in there. I know these aren't going to be the ones that we're actually using. This one I'm just going to actually make a nebula out of these cans. So we're going to go to noise. Get them liquefied. And we'll do it in a large scale, always in this direction. And we will cut that density down. There we go. Step count can be down too. Solid gas blend. And now we will, now if I take this, which I'm kind of curious about because I haven't actually done too much with 3D, and I rotate this, look at how it's affecting the voxels in this situation, because it's doing it as though it's a still frame. So anyway, we're just going to scale this up. I want it to be way closer. And we're going to, I'm making it a background. It's not meant to be the actual cans. Huh. I guess they're fighting each other on who's getting the OpenGL treatment first. I guess if I pre-compose these, we won't have an issue because then they're in there. And now we have them there, yeah. So we can also do some cool stuff with this. I'm going to offset the shadow mix. Brightness. Nah, we're not trying to do anything with that. Original color to this orange. Now, we could do something where it's more like this, where I'm trying to draw out their colors. Whatever. Anyway, let's just animate these guys move in, or we'll rotate this one Not that way. And we increase its depth. And I guess if we take this, Control-C, paste, this one, we're going to do a blur to, pre-compose that, call it whatever. I know I'm just pre-composing this to add a blur, but I think it'll help things. Fastbox blur. Oof. And see, now we have this smoky can look. All right, so this is just a background color that we can do. We don't need that. And now we can make these guys appear into existence using smoke terms. I know that sounds kind of strange to say, but we're also going to do this because I want to have a little animation with my noise. Distortion offset. Yeah, maybe we'll go this way. Boop. All the way over. And I like negative 4,000. It's just a good number for when you're doing this. So now we have this smoke rising of cans, right? And all its wonderful color. If I change the bias on this, you can, whatever. I thought it looked good the last few. Yeah, right about there. Negative 4,000. Again, sorry about my cold that's still just going on. So we have this happening here. And what I'd like to do now is take this one and we're going to add another solid because it's just how I do. And this one is going to be using the Voxel Buddy Pro as well, and it'll be using that layer that's the proper pre-comp one. And let's see here. I don't want to see it. Let's choose this to be a 90. Near 1920 by 1080. It gets the right aspect ratio. We'll bring back in the colors, and we have to make it a solid, and we bring the overscan up. And 200 is usually fine. And the whole point of this is so that I can make these cans look like they've just appeared out of nowhere, right? So what I'm going to do is I'll have it so, let's see here. Or we'll have them disappear. Hey, but how about right about here? We're like, they should just evaporate, right? So we're going to add noise to it. Doop, doop, doop. And I like to take a little from here because I'm going to rotate this image when I do this. I like to rotate. We're going to also key this. So all these things are keyed right here. And what we're going to do is go a little further down the thing, rotate you, give you more depth. And we're going to distort in this direction. Right? So it's kind of, and we're also going to have to go into here, and I want to rotate this guy a little bit too. Let's look at it where, like right about here, maybe it's rotating at this, no, this pre-comp, just going to hit S, or just key these guys right here. We're going to rotate it just a smidge. Just so that way we got something happening. No, that is the wrong pre-comp. Or did it not rotate? Oh, it's doing orientation. So we do it that way. Or we go this way. All right. So now we got this rotation happening. We have it happening here. It's rotating in, and then it's going to liquefy out. And I want it to rotate the same way that it was rotating. So we have it on that one. And we'll go to the effect, transform. We're going to go this way, as well as pre-compose this guy again for more blur, whatever, just to give it a effect blur and fastbox blur, because I'm just a fan of that one. Yeah, we're gonna have it get to that fastbox blur here, and we're gonna key it here. But when we're here, I want it to not have the fastbox blur. And we're gonna key it here as well. So we go to the next, and we increase the blur, and that's just to help it vape out when it's rotating through, right? So I do like this. I want it to be maybe a little bit more of a, which way looks best? I'm going to go this direction. And we're going to key here, go to here, and go upwards, as well as, so now we have this can doing its GLB 3D stuff, mixing with my smoke system that will just vaporize these guys into cool 3D whatevers. Now, God, this is taking a while. I'm feeling like it pushes in too far at this point. I also wanted to just, it's also not moving at the spot I wanted to. Hang on. Let's see. I want to get to these noises. Delete that one. And I want to do a fade. So we should be able to say at this point, opacity, we'll just go 0, right? This is doing some weird stuff. All right. Well, it's how we can vaporize a 3D object. It's really going off to the left here. I wonder if there's a way that I can prevent it from moving off to the left. I don't know. Pretty easy animation to do here, though. I don't know. This is something to think about as well when working inside of Voxel Buddy Pro. It will take all the things that are there, and it will, you know, liquefy, smokeify, whateverify them. I should do a solid gas blend. I know where that's another issue that I'm having. So right about here, we have the solid gas blend, right? So it's still a solid at this point. I should really make it more of a gas at this point, 100%. So that way, ooh, that did not work for me. Man, the distortion scale. This doesn't need a keyframe. Oof. Not that pretty. I could do a better job. But another, I want this to be smaller. Let's give it to like here. We have a secondary distortion to it. Nah, those are all unnecessary. Um, done cooler ones. I was trying to do something like this, where I took the hand and I just was like, poof, made it into smoke, and that was neat. And you can do that, and I think it's kind of neat to try. This is the similar method that I used, but I wasn't using 3D objects. But I thought it might be neat to try this method out. Anyway, this is for today. I'll make more tutorials moving forward. I'll talk to you guys later. Okay, bye.